Hi friends, it is our fourth day in Japan and the last day of my car rental, which makes me so sad because I haven't really taken public transportation before, so we will see how it goes. Here's me walking to my car from my hotel. I had to park a little bit farther than usual because the parking lot that I was parked in was full for the first time last night. Parking was about 3,000 yen, which is about $20, and that is really expensive for overnight public parking. We finally made it to the car rental place in Shibuya, and guess what, you guys? It was the wrong return place. Even though my email said to return the car here, the front desk person and another customer were trying to help me in the end. They ended up calling the airport car people. They said I had to go to Shinjuku to return the car, but I was already running late to Shibuya Sky, so I ended up asking them if I can return it later and not be charged a late fee since I'm technically already here. I don't think they really understood me, but they said that was fine. We then walked to Shibuya Sky, and this was the elevator ceiling animation on the way up. There are some of the takes I took just because I'm picky as a person. It was so surreal to finally be able to see Shibuya Sky in person. I would really recommend putting this on your travel list if you plan on coming to Japan. Afterwards, I drove to Shinjuku to drop off my car, and I don't think that's a Shibuya crossing, but look how many people there are. Everything is walking distance in Japan, which is really cool to see because in America, I feel like we just drive everywhere and nothing is really accessible, even if you were to walk. I arrived at the car rental place, and guess what happened now? I went to the wrong one, but they were really nice and set the car GPS for me to the right destination since everything was in Japanese. I've been using my Apple Maps to get me everywhere, and it has been working well for me, except for today. I then paid all my tolls, and it came out to about $98 USD, and that was because I took quite a few wrong turns on my way to Mount Fuji a couple of days ago. I have now carless friends, and I ended up walking to this really beautiful pathway where I got to do some outfit of the day videos and enjoy the scenery. Everywhere you turn in Japan is just so scenic. I ended up passing by Denny's on the way to the Sampo Museum, and I still haven't eaten any Japanese food to this day, and it's my fourth day here. I've always wanted to try American food in Japan, so here we are. They had a touchscreen and an English option, which made me so happy because social anxiety. I ordered this hamburg steak and a melon parfait because they were advertising it quite a lot. I guess melon is in season here right now in Japan because there was this big melon menu. Water was self-serve, so that took me a while to figure out, and the portion sizing was a little bit small, but I feel like it was just enough for me because I wasn't really that hungry. I really like how my meal had a little bit of everything from greens to meat to rice, and I also got this bacon salad. Everything was delicious. It was a nice light meal. The melon was my favorite. It was so fresh, like they just picked it right off a melon tree. I then made it to the Sampo Museum. I'm always so amazed at how much talent people have every time I come to a museum. I think being inside this museum made it click that I was in a museum in Japan, and I would have never thought I would have the chance to travel outside the country, let alone be in a museum in Japan. They had Vincent van Gogh sunflowers on display, and they also sell his sunflowers in wall form and postcard form at the gift shop. There was so much to look at and buy at this gift shop, and I ended up with these two postcards. I then ended up here, and I legit do not know what destination I was heading to at this point. The view on this overpass was so scenic, so I just stood here for a while just watching, and then I entered this big camera store, which caught my eye. Japan really knows how to shop. There were 8 floors of happiness. I went to the Kit Kat section first because Kit Kat is my favorite. I'm trying to try all the flavors, so we have the strawberry milk chocolate, Sanrio characters, wasabi, this Mount Fuji strawberry cheesecake Kit Kat. The tomato pritz are also one of my favorite snacks. I wanted to try these 2 flavors as well. I've also been seeing this hair stick that helps with your baby hairs to stick down while not being greasy, and this lip balm, which is really good for moisture and TikTok, so these were an automatic add into my cart. It was also time for me to do laundry, so I asked them where the laundry detergent was using Papago, and this one was small enough for me to use it for most of my trip. They literally have everything here from washing machines to games to a gachapon area. I then went to the gachapon floor where I found a milk gachapon, and I was so excited because I literally drink milk every day, so getting a milk gachapon was very fitting for me. I was hoping for the blue 2% milk, but I would be really happy with just any milk gachapon, and this was a milk gachapon like dedicated machine. I got the strawberry milk. You can already see from the outside of the capsule, but I was just really excited that I got it. Like I got to see it like outside the capsule. It's so cute. I should have gotten more. This place is literally endless shopping. I do not know how many hours I've been inside here. They have all these blind boxes and they're so creative. They even have this hospital room set up, I guess, to create your own hospital. Here's the game section. I ended up getting more stuff. That the worker ran over to me with a basket because I was holding so much. The cashier was so nice. Since I paid with the MasterCard, I got an additional 5 to 10% off on top of my purchase being tax free. I had to get out of there real fast or else I would end up being there the whole night. I finally found boba by the Shinjuku station, and I got the boba matcha milk tea. Since I'm in Japan, I have to try their matcha. And then had dinner, and I'm finally trying Japanese food for the first time in my 4 days here in Japan. I passed by this wagyu place, and there was a small line, so I assumed it would be good. They literally have matcha everything Japan down to the beer. I got the wagyu meal, this premium wagyu meal, and they have instructions how to eat and cook this meal, which was very helpful for me considering I don't really cook. They even have Wi-Fi here. So if you need Wi-Fi, they have it. I thought it was okay. I feel like it was too fatty for me, but I know a lot of people really enjoy eating at this place. I really enjoyed my experience eating here. It was so unique. And the total was about $30, which I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit pricey for Japan. The trains were pretty much empty by the time I got to the train station, which was nice. And I was able to find my way home using Google Maps. So yay, I feel very proud of myself. It's so safe to walk in Japan at night. Like I'm still cautious, but I felt very comfortable using the train walking around by myself at night. That's all I had for my adventure for today. I feel like that was a long day, especially since I was walking everywhere. I'm pretty sure I got over 20k steps in. I'm so excited to rest and sleep, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my day 5 in Japan.